This conference will now be recorded.
Before we start with Facebook advertisement, I want to start with a story on Facebook. Why do I need to tell you about a story on a Facebook is we will be able to relate properly when we start doing Facebook advertisement. I know some of you would have not attended the last class with respect to Facebook advertisement. So I will slightly repeat very similar to the previous class. And for others who have attended, it will be a good practice for you. You can understand. And anybody in this class, did you try to create an advertisement? Did anybody try to create a Facebook ad? Did you get stuck up anywhere? Any doubts? Please practice it. Try doing the same steps. The video has been uploaded the previous class. You can go through that video and understand. Only if you practice it, you will get the hands-on on digital marketing. See, as we go on in the coming classes, we will learn about LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and many more things. And then we'll learn about Google platform. We'll learn about email marketing. Many things are there to learn. So if you're not properly practicing it, you won't understand what exactly is digital marketing is all about. You're sitting at home, please have a book and pen, note down important things. If you do not have a computer or a laptop, take a book, write down the points what I am telling you, or write down the steps, so that tomorrow when you have an access to the system, you can always do it by yourself. Otherwise this program will be just waste of time for you. Next 5 semesters you're going to learn digital marketing, so very important is that you start understanding from the basics and fundamentals. Okay, so let me get on to the topic. What is this story on Facebook? Let's me start. There lived a man named Saurav. He joined Facebook in the year 2007. Like him, there were many men and women who joined Facebook in the year 2007, and millions continue to join even today. He started his company and changed his job title to CEO in the Facebook. His passion was digital marketing. He joined pages related to Facebook advertisement, digital marketing, Twitter marketing, and etc. He proposed to his girlfriend on Facebook by changing his relationship status as got engaged to. When Saurav gave birth to his kid, he created a live event on Facebook and celebrated with the world, saying that he became a dad, announced it. Saurav frequently traveled for his talks and digital marketing workshop, kept checking in on Facebook at different destinations. Saurav logs into Facebook using iPhone, iPad, MacBook. Basically, he breathes Apple. When Saurav eats in a restaurant, he checks into Facebook. When he watches movie, he writes a review. There's one common thing in Saurav's life history, that is Facebook. And Facebook probably know Saurav better than his own family members. I think it is the same case for all of you, whether it is Instagram or a Facebook, they will know you better than your own family members. You agree with me? Yes or no? Type in the chat box. Exactly. But why am I showing you all this information? I will tell you, because today is what we're going to learn about it next. Like Saurav, there are 1.94 billion active Facebook users across the world who share something other on Facebook. I'm sure all of you in this class would have shared something other on social media. Yes. So based on the stuff you share, don't share, like on Facebook, you get categorization. So what is this categorization? I will explain it to you. If I go back to the story, in Facebook, what all update he has done. So one, he has put a title saying that he is a CEO. Second, he is he's also mentioned about his passion. What was his passion? Can you help me out? What was Saurav's passion? His passion was digital marketing, Twitter marketing, and YouTube. Okay. Then he also mentioned in Facebook he's engaged. Okay. And then finally he also gave birth. That means he's also married. Okay. What else he has done? He says he's traveled frequently. For what? For work purpose. And he kept on checking in various destination. Correct. Have you anytime done a check-in? If you have traveled anywhere, going to airport, travel to Kerala, travel to Goa, anybody has done check-in in your Facebook? Then he also logs Facebook, not through desktop, through mobile phone also he will do it, through iPad also he does it. Okay, that also Facebook knows about him. Next, yes, anybody has written any reviews in Facebook or liked a particular restaurant in Facebook? So he has written a review on a restaurant and also review on a movie. How many of you have even checked in saying that I'm watching KGF, watching so and so movie in Facebook? I'm sure all of you would have liked something, shared something, commented something, tagged something, or put some images or videos, etc. All of these information, I am sure you would have put it in Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or in YouTube. So based on what you share, comment, reply, tag, based on the details what you have put, and I'm sure Facebook also knows something called as birthdays, right? It'll remind you that your friend's birthday, wish him a many happy returns of the day, or it could be your family members, something to do with anniversary. Does it not? It also gives you 1 year back memories, or 3 years back, or 7 years back. It keeps constantly reminding you, right? All this entire algorithm, it does something called as categorization. All right. So what is this categorization will help you out. Okay, if you observe here, based on the stuff you share, don't share, like Facebook, you get categorized. This categorization comes as an opportunity for marketers. Now you start thinking as digital marketers. When you do advertise in Facebook, what do you say? I want people who are living in Bangalore. I want age between 16 to 40. I want both male and female. I want people who only use mobile phones. I'm sure you've done all this targeting options, right? Last class. How does Google know that these are the people they have to show their products to based on the details what you have submitted, and it will categorize you. It will put you in one basket. Maybe you love cricket, so it will put you in a basket where all cricket lovers are there. If you love football, it will put you into another basket which only have football lovers. Okay, so this is all about categorization, and we will learn today something called as detailed targeting. Okay, how do we do detailed targeting, which is also called as laser targeting? So we will understand how to do this detailed targeting, which is very, very important. Okay, the story does not end here. Saurav is back. What is it? Saurav lost his interest in Facebook. He moved on to a different platform called as Instagram. So he moved out of Facebook. Then he showed more interest to Instagram. Don't you think for you also it would have happened the same thing? Now we hardly get into Facebook. We mostly focus on Instagram. Facebook knew very well. So what did Facebook do? Facebook acquired Instagram. So now Facebook and Instagram are together. As we go on, Saurav became addicted to WhatsApp, and it distracted him from using Facebook often. Yes, it has happened to all of us. We are more now towards, I mean, this is, I'm talking like 5 years back. We we suddenly started to use WhatsApp more. So what did Facebook did? Any idea? Any guess? Excellent. Very good. Facebook acquired WhatsApp. Okay. Saurav became crazy with Snapchat stories and filters, just like other teens. So can you take your guess? What did Facebook do? Every day is not a Sunday. It is not. It did not acquire Snapchat. Facebook copied Snapchat stories. Facebook started using Twitter's Periscope to go live. Saurav started to use Twitter's Periscope to go live. So basically, the first company to start live videos were Periscope, which was acquired by Twitter. Facebook saw that, and what did Facebook do? Facebook also introduced live video. So if you observe, people went to Instagram, went to WhatsApp, they started to use live video, they started to use filters, stories, right? So many things, people started to move around. So what did Facebook do? Facebook either acquired the companies or copied the same feature, so that you don't mess anything from Facebook. So that is why it is such a big platform for the marketers. Okay, now I'll go back, try to use this story when I'm trying to advertise in the Facebook ads. Just to recap everything, can anyone tell Facebook ads, is it a organic marketing or inorganic marketing? Facebook ads. Very good. It is inorganic marketing, because I told you in the last class, organic is free way of reaching people. Inorganic is by paying money and advertising your product or services. Why do we need Facebook advertisement? Because naturally, if you want to reach out to people, it is only between 3 to 5% of it. If you want to reach to maximum number of people who are not part of your friends network, you want to target or reach people who are outside Bangalore, outside Karnataka, outside India, you want a wide range of customer base, then the only possible way is by paying money and creating advertisement in Facebook platform. And if you observe here, if you upload a video, only around 8.7% of people will be able to see a video. The remaining means you have to advertise by something called as video views. Very good. You can also boost the page. It is also similar. Okay. All right. So why Facebook advertisement? One, it's a simple setup process, very fast results you will get. You can reach out to your ideal customers. That's very, very important. And it is highly customizable. You have seen this in the previous class. Now, if they ask you in the interview why Facebook advertisement is powerful, you have to answer these questions. Hope you're writing down. It is highly customizable, easy to set up, and it is one of the way to get your ideal audience. So this is the reason why companies would go for Facebook advertisement. Please note down reasons: simple setup process and a fast result. You can reach to your ideal audiences, and it is highly customizable. This is surely one question I will ask you during the MCQs. See, I'm already giving you the question and the answer. So do not. Next. I think we have done this. You have also written it. A Facebook ad structure will consist of a campaign. Each campaign will have multiple ad set. Under each ad set, you will have multiple ads. Under campaign, what you get? Objective. What are the three different types of objective? Anybody can remember? What are the three types of objectives? Now, awareness, consideration, very good. So there were three objectives. Very good, excellent. So people are good. You are focusing in my class. Awareness, consideration, and conversion. Now, what is the difference? What are the three things? Awareness is the one. If your customers in awareness stage, that means they don't have any idea about your product or services. First time they're actually seeing your product or services, then you would consider as awareness. What is consideration is means people have slight idea about your product or services. They want to know more about your product and services. They want to see video, they want to check your app, they want to check your post. Thus they want to know the product and services futures. They want to try a demo. That means they're in almost in the 50% stage for them to consider your product to buy or not. And then if they're already in a mature state, they're already existing customers, they already want to buy one more time, or they're in the process of getting into your e-commerce site and click on it and buy, or they're almost ready to come to your store and buy a product. That means they're almost in the final stage to take a decision. Then you would reach them into conversion. So you are telling, you need to tell Facebook what kind of objective you want to achieve by creating an advertisement, and that is something called as objective. Then under the ad set you have schedule, budget, bidding, targeting, and placement. I think you know about it. Three types of objective: awareness, the objective that generates interest in your product or services; consideration, that gets people to start thinking about your business and start looking more information about it; third, objective that will encourage people interested in your business to purchase or use your product or services. After that, you have ad set, where you have a budget, means maximum amount you're willing to pay for an ad, maximum amount you're willing to pay for a click. Ad schedule is when you want your ad to be displayed. Placement, where you want your ad to be displayed. Targeting, it's a process of defining audience for your ads based on geographical location, based on the age, based on the gender. That is nothing but a targeting. You have already done all those things, but what I did not explain you the last class is what are all the different types of Facebook advertisements you can do. This is called as traffic, where you can move people from Facebook ads to your website, and that is called traffic. Bringing people to a website is called traffic. Second, somebody said boost post. This is also another type of advertisement you can do in Facebook. You can promote your entire business page. See, you want more number of fans, you want more number of likes, you want more number of people to know that you have a business page. Then you can promote the entire page, not necessarily just a product or a service or a particular brand. If you want entire NICT page to be promoted, you can promote your page. Okay, now you have some event like fest is coming up, or you have some organization, some award function, sports event, and you want more people to attend that event, online event or offline event. So you can raise an ad on that. You can build an ad so that more people know about that ad and they start attending an event. So this is also another type of advertisement. You have an app, you want more people to download, you want more people to install on your system, want to work on that app. That is where you get an advertisement on app install. Video views, you want your video to be very popular, you want people to reach to more number of people. Maybe video, where will you put maximum? You'll put it in YouTube. But what if you're not getting that many views? You want more views to happen even in other platform like Facebook. Then what you will do, you will advertise your video in Facebook, and that is called as video ads. Okay, so what are the types of ads? Okay, this is not required. Format of ads: you have image ads, video ads, carousel ads, instant experience ads, lead ads, messenger ads. Even you can put ads in the stories. Okay, so many places you can create advertisement. Now today I will go to Facebook one more time. Any doubts so far? You understood? So types of ads, you have brand awareness, you have reach, you have trap. Okay, these two will come under. Okay, next you will have traffic, engagement, then you have app installs, then you have video views, then you have something called lead ads, then you have something called as messenger ads, then you have conversion stage where you have store visit, catalog sales. So many varieties of ads you can create. All right, what we did last class was brand awareness. Today we'll try to go for reach and understand if there any difference or very similar to it or not. How do I go to my Facebook? This is my personal page. Next to my name there is a plus symbol over here. Click on plus. You have an option which is called as Facebook advertisement. You click on Facebook ad. Same thing. It is asking to choose a campaign objective, awareness, consideration, conversion. See, brand awareness and reach. Next, you have traffic, engagement, app, video views, lead generation, all different types of it. In the coming classes, we'll see one or two of these things, or if today time is there, we will pick that. Now, last class we did brand awareness. Now, let me go and click on reach. Okay, and then name your campaign. I will name my campaign as say digital marketing course. I want to promote digital marketing course. Okay, click on continue. It's a similar thing of last time what we did, but I'm going to redo it so that some people have missed it, some people have not practiced. It will be a good example for you. So campaign name I have clicked. I don't have to do anything of this. Now I have to click on the button next. Right, I'll scroll down. Facebook page. It is not IBM or Resort. Okay, I'll just keep it for timing, no problem. Budget. You know the two types of budget. One is daily and a lifetime budget. You are clearly, I've explained you last class what is the difference between a daily budget and lifetime budget. Anybody needs me to explain, or can you tell me what is the difference between a daily budget and a lifetime budget? Can you give me the difference? Type in your own words, not a problem. Take your time. Can you tell me what is the difference between a daily and a lifetime budget? Don't know, sir. Did you attend the last class? Daily, maybe. Okay. Type 1 to check how many people did not attend the last class. See, that's the problem because it's a continuation of the previous class. So you will not understand what I'm explaining. And today it will be boring for you because last class you were not there, you didn't know what it is, and now you feel totally confused, you don't even know what is happening, then you'll start losing interest and you will not follow it up. So this is what happens. Even if you have not attended the class, at least the videos which has been uploaded, make an attempt to open that video and see. No, please, otherwise you're wasting your parents money. Okay, very disappointing. Daily budget and lifetime budget I've explained you in the previous class. Please go through the recordings and come back to me, scroll down. We have done locations. If I click on edit, I don't want whole of India, then I'll remove India. Then I think we have done all this. If I want to select Bangalore, type here, Bangalore gets selected. And if I want to target Chennai, correct Sanjeev, you're right. So I can select Chennai. So these things targeting I have done. I've also explained you about age. I've also explained about gender. Now what I have to explain to you is something called as detailed targeting. Purposely in the last class I did not do it. Okay. All right. Now for the benefit for all of you, say I can't repeat one more time. It'll just waste time. Okay, please go through the recordings and come back to this video. Then you will understand exactly what I am teaching. Because the next Wednesday, the coming Wednesday, you will have test on Facebook ads. So you have to be prepared for it. So what is this detailed targeting? I take to the scroll, I'll click on edit. There is something called browse. When I click on browse, you have three things. One is called demographic, interest, and behavior. What exactly is these three things? I told you based on the things what you like, what you share, what you comment, Facebook will do categorization. And this is what is the categorization means. If I want much more in-depth information about my customers, I can use this detailed targeting and click on this demographics. See what happens. I can target people education, under what level of education people are doing. Now for digital marketing, I would probably target all the college graduates. High school is required to target them for digital marketing. Yes or no? Please type. High school, not required. High school, why would the 8th standard, 9th standard, do you think they should study digital marketing? Master degree, yes. Degree, yes. So I can select based on their education. Do I need to go for doctorate degree? I don't think they will ever do digital marketing. So I can go in depth. Next, I will go to life events. Under the life events, I can also see if not digital marketing, if I'm trying to advertise a boutique or a cake shop or a chocolate shop or a cafe, maybe this is see. Facebook also know anniversary within 30 days, anniversary within 31 to 60 days. I can also target who are away from family, away from hometown. If I am into event management, see, I can also target people based on birthday. And the best part is I can target people who are having birthday in January, February, April, May, June, July, August. Facebook knows each and everyone's birthday when you have registered your Facebook over it. Then it also can target who are having a long distance relationship. I don't know how Facebook understands that you are having a long distance relationship. If you're newly engaged, 3 months newly engaged, 6 months, if you're newly wed, recently moved. You can also target parents with adult children, parents with early school age children, parents with preteens, teenagers, toddlers. So if I'm trying to sell a baby product, then I would target parents with toddlers, so that way I will be able to reach directly to them. Now how will Facebook know that they have a children, they have a born? Don't you think they will announce in Facebook saying that blessed with a baby girl, blessed with a baby boy, or a 1 month old baby, 2 months old baby? Have you seen any of those posts in social media? That is what Facebook will start analyzing your comments, status, all those information. Yeah, okay. And it also has something called relationship. When I click on relationship, I can target people who are divorced people also. I can target engaged, in a relationship, married, single, even widow people also. Their Facebook does not give up. It'll store the data. Work is very interesting. It will also target based on administrative service people, business and finance people, education and libraries, food and restaurants, IT, legal, military, production. Now sales. Why not sales for my digital marketing? So many things. It has information about each and everyone, and it will categorize like that. So all this will come under demographics. Then something called as interest. Now, probably I am a sales guy, but I am more interested in food. So I can go and target food and drink and target people who love coffee, juice, soft drinks, or target people who love French cuisine, German cuisine, Indian cuisine, Korean cuisine, even in the type of food. Somebody loves chocolate, desserts, fast food, pizza, I can target them. Restaurants also, fast casual restaurant, fast food restaurants, shopping and fashion. In that, what type of shopping they like, fashion, accessories, shopping. See, everything it has information. Sports, under sports, outdoor like camping, fishing, hunting, surfing, sports, auto racing, baseball. Unfortunately, there's no cricket here. Volleyball, tennis, swimming pool, skiing. Then you have the third part of it, behavior. Under the behavior, I can target people who loves frequent travelers, frequent international travelers, or return from travel 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago. See, mobile device users, anybody who's using Facebook or Android phones, all mobile devices. So if anybody is using only Apple phone, in that Apple phone, iPad 6, 5, 8, 10, so many information. So this is what you have to take good amount of time and understand, should you target demographics or interest or behavior. And that is why, my friends, this is called as detail targeting. So much more information you can understand about your audience. So what they have done in Facebook is, they have defined audience in three ways. One is called as core audience. Second one is called custom audience. Third one is called as look-alike audiences. So for you to target to the right people, to reach more number of people, they have categorized into three. One is core, second is custom, third one is look-alike audience. What is core audience? Core audience are like demographics, what you did, right? It will also talks to you about interest, behavior, location, connections. All this is with respect to core audience. That is what exactly we have done here. If you observe what we did, this is our core audience. We selected Bangalore, Chennai. We selected the age. Age is between 18 to 40. Gender, all genders, male and women, all of them we will take. Digital marketing, scroll down. Language, what kind of language you want to target people? Of course, English, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu. Scroll down, then show more options, connections, edit. You want to target people who have liked your page, and you want to target friends of people who like your page. Yes. Okay, so what all we have done it under the core audience. I'm going little fast because we have done already. We did location, we did age, we did gender, language, then detailed targeting. In that, what did we do? Demographics, interest, and behavior. We could select anything from that, and then we also learned about connections. So you saw all these types of it when you want to understand who your audience is all about. Okay, understood? Any doubts you have? Anything you want me to repeat? Please be free to ask. All right, so you have learned that. Next, I have something called as placements. We have done this in the last class. What is a place? What do you mean by placement? Where do you want to show your advertisement to? You want to show what is demography? Demography is nothing but I showed in a detailed targeting. Yeah, when you go to detailed targeting, when you click on browse, you have something called as demographics, interest, behavior. You click on demographics, what all you got: education, financial, life events, parents, relationship, work. They are all nothing but demographics. Sir, in estimated results, 100%, 100% Facebook will give us reach. No, 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 no. It will never give you that much. It is just giving you an idea. It is saying that 23,000 to 67,000 per day it is estimated to reach, but it will only tell you the numbers. But only once your ad becomes live, it starts analyzing your ads, then it will give you the proper estimation, and that is why it says as estimated. Not necessary it will reach to these many people. See, it is not about one particular person. They have an artificial intelligence which will actually understand your friends of friends, how you are connected, and maybe you give wrong information. But there will be a lot of people who have given right information. Even if you have given wrong information, it will try to understand what is your interest, what is your behavior, what is your likes, based on your friends network, your family network, your age, your birthdays. Everything can maybe see. For example, in Facebook, when you have registered, you would have mentioned your birthday as for say 13th February, but on 14th February, a lot of your friends are wishing you through Instagram and Facebook. But what have you fed? You have fed it as 13th Feb. But Facebook will know that maybe your birthday is on 14th, not on 13th. Maybe you have mentioned it as single. Okay, but over there you would be taking photos with your wife and putting a photo with your wife or your kid. So it'll know somewhere you have put a wrong information, and it'll judge based correct, very true, based on your behavior, your past transactions with or interaction in Facebook. It has an artificial intelligence. Even if you have bought a car, you have taken a photo, or you bought a bike, you have put it in Facebook, it'll analyze everything. And even if you don't put anything, for example, you have gone to Sri Lanka, you have opened Facebook over there, it'll check the IP address over there, that it'll know, oh okay, this guy has gone to Sri Lanka, even though you have not put any status in Facebook. So there's so many things that actually tracks your browsing behavior also. All right, so I have answered your question. Okay, so that is what. Now I have to come back to the placement. So there are two types of placement. One is called automatic placement. The other one is called as a manual placement or edit placement. Automatic placement, as you see over here, your ads will automatically be shown to your audience in the places they are likely to perform best. For this objective, placement may include Facebook, Instagram, audience network, and Messenger. So it depends whether you want to show your ad in stories, in Messenger, in Instagram, in Facebook center feed, or on a right column feed. So where do you want to advertise? If you go for automatic, based on the space availability, Facebook only will handle it. But if you're very particular and you want to tell Facebook, no, want my Facebook to be ad to be put only in Instagram. So this is where, my friends, you cannot advertise from Instagram. If you want to advertise your product to Instagram, this is where you do it. So I'll show you. Okay, so this is done. Yeah, automatic placement or manual placement. I click on manual placement. Yeah, this is where when you click on this checkbox, your ad from Facebook will go and sit even in Instagram. You want to advertise even in your Messenger, you can click on it. So your ad also will be showing in Messenger. Audience network means, have you observed when you're actually watching a video in Facebook, do you get to see advertisement? When you're browsing it, you see some kind of an advertisement when you're watching a video in Facebook. That is nothing but a audience, network. So you have to decide whether you want your ad to be shown in feeds. Yes. Stories you do not want, you can uncheck it. In stream between the videos, I don't want it. Yeah, when people are searching, yes. You want your ad to be shown in Messenger, choice is yours. Apps and sites, no, I do not want. So I can decide to where all I would want to advertise it. I just want it in Facebook. So you can remove even Instagram also. You don't need it. So it's only Facebook. You have more options with respect to placement. I click here. You can tell I want to advertise only to the people who are using Apple phone. So what I will do, click on edit, mobile devices, iOS device only. And in this, I do not want iPads. I do not want iPods, only iPhone. Okay. In here also the version is above 11.3 only to maximum 14. You people are aware if it is an Android mobile devices, you will have all the, I am not an Android user, but I think you people will know all this version. So minimum is no good, and I think now it is R. So I can do that. If it is only Android smartphones, I don't want Android tablets. So I can do that. Or I can also tell only when people, when they're accessing mobile phone through a Wi-Fi, only for them you show the advertisement. That is also possible. But you don't want all this headache. You can just go for manual placement. That is also possible. Anytime you can cancel it. Choice is yours. So that is nothing but a placement. Click on next. Final stage you are in, and what is that stage? That you are trying to create an ad. How do you create an ad? I told you there's a format of an ad. First format is you can have a image ad. Second, you can have a video ad. Third, you can have carousel. Three different varieties of advertisements you can do. Let us go one by one. Look at it. Format of an ad. You can have a single image or a video or a carousel. I have shown you in last class how to do a single image, but still I will show you. Do you remember I told you to create an ad? You need to have 6 elements. You know what are those 6 elements? I have explained you many times. What are those 6 elements? Anyone can answer? No. Very good. First one is primary text. Second, come on, girls. Girls are more attentive and more studious than boys, but I see only boys are putting effort here. Is this a boys' school or a boys' college or girls' college also? Come on. Then why is that I hardly get anyone talking or giving answers? So only girls are good in classroom, huh? Not online. Very good. So description. Third, CTA button. Very good. Fourth, very good. URL, okay, or website. It's the same thing. No problem. Fifth, I was waiting for this headline. What's the sixth one? Yeah, caption, URL, they're all same. What's the sixth one? Very good. It could be image, or it could be video, or it could be carousel. Okay, so now what we have done, we are going to go for image ad. So I have to go here, single image or a video, scroll down. There's an option which is called add media. I click on add media, add image. I can select one of the images. In the coming classes, I'll also show you how to edit images. So easy for you. Click on next, click on done. So I selected a, okay, so okay, I'm not sure why I'm not getting it. Okay. All right. So we finished image. Next is primary text. So I will say learn. Do you want to earn money from home? Do you want promotion? Are you looking for passive income? That's a primary text. I click on add a website URL. Then headlines open up. So I will say learn digital marketing. Description, get trained by industry experts, 35 plus modules. Okay, 2 months program with internship, and website URL https://www.nict.com. Scroll down, last one, call to action button. I will say contact us. Okay, I don't know if this is there. Yes, this is how it looks like when an advertisement opens up. So we were able to do the all 6 elements which we did in the previous class. Now what I'm going to show you how to do a video ad or a carousel ad. I'll explain you what is carousel ad first. Okay, I'll open up my Facebook page and I'll check if there is any carousel ad. See, when I want to show, it won't be there. When I am simply doing time pass and browsing my Facebook, I'll get to see carousel ads. That is the problem. Do you have any idea of what is a carousel ad? How does a carousel ad look like? So this is an image ad. This is a primary text. This is an image. Packpub.com is URL. Read learn is a headline, and below that is a description and a learn more. Okay, and this is something called as sponsored. So you got all the 6 elements. Okay, hopefully carousel. Now this is what type of an ad? Which format of an ad? Video ad. Excellent. Okay, so this is a video ad, but I am hopefully looking for a carousel ad. You are seeing of all my Facebook. I got it. Thank you. Do you observe this ad? How do I know this is an ad? This is a sponsored. Okay, and you observe this images below that headline shop now. Then next to that there is a image. Next to that this. Have you observed this anytime in your Facebook thing? This is called as carousel ad. Now you should be start learning all these technical words. So how do we create this in our advertisement? Let me show you. I go back to my ads. This time I do not want single image, I want carousel. Simple, one button change. And then you have all placements. Here you have image 1, image 2, image 3. So I'm going for the first image. What is first image? Here, this one. This green shirt will be a first image. So what I'll do, image, select image, box will open up. I'll select this one. Assume that I'm doing a tally. Click on continue. And the headline will be learn tally course. Description, get trained by industry experts. Okay, that's it. So this is a one image. I go and click on the second image, again select an image, and I'll select the second image this time. And headline will be same, learn tally. Description will be same. You can change it. Again, depends upon what image are you going to put over here. Then third one, again select an image. See, how does it look like? Do you want to earn money from home? Do you want promotion? Are you looking for a passive income? Get specialization in Tally with GST. Learn Tally course. Contact us. Get trained. I click on this arrow mark. Next image. I click on this. Next image. Is exactly what they have also done. And this is called as carousel ad. Small options here and there. You will be able to do it by yourself. Did you understand how to do a carousel ad? What is a carousel ad? How does it look like? The only advantage here is image ad will have only one headline, one description, and one image. But in carousel ad, each image will have its own headline and description. That's an advantage. So if you observe, under this shirt, ethnic pattern print carousel shirt, casual shirt. Then if you go to this image, casual stitching contrast so it has own headline and own CTA button. Each one will have a CTA button. So that's a very powerful when you're doing a e-commerce related advertisement. So it has a contact us. Okay. The third one which I wanted to show you is video ad. This is very simple. It will collect some of the images, convert like a video. So I'll show you how it is. Now, if I am not interested in this carousel ad, edit. I don't want carousel. I will go for single image video because I want to do video. Scroll down. Add me create a video. Click on create a video. You have varieties of options available here. How you want your video to be shown, like a slideshow. Say you want it like this, or headline there, or you want it on the right side. See, different formats. Okay, so I'll go for the first one only. I'll select this, customize text. Sell on digital. See, on the right side it is changing. And if you don't want this brown in color, you can change it to red in color. See, pink it changed. And text color, you don't want white, you want red, it changes. Black changes. So you can customize it. You don't want this image, you can change this image. Maybe this one. This changed. You want crop it. And use this as a video. You can go for multiple. Change image. One more image. Something else. Okay, let's video. Now it is creating a video for you. You have to keep exploring it. Try new things. Then only you will learn. If you're not trying anything new, you're just sitting and seeing my screen, you will not at all know how to go about it. So now it's creating a media. It is waiting for it. I'll come back to that once this video gets over. This can take between 30 seconds to 2 minutes. I'm just waiting for it. Something wrong, maybe internet issue. I'm not able to view the video. Okay, something has gone wrong. I'll have to check it. What was the mistake in it? Okay. So we were able to understand image video, video ad, and carousel ad. We understood about detailed targeting. We will take, it's a 4-5. We will take a break up to 4:15 p.m. Coming back, we will learn something called as lead ads. And there's something called as A/B testing. Okay, so these two varieties of advertisements we will try to understand. Take a break, come back, not 4:15, let's come back at 4:20 because it's already 4:05. Okay, just type 1, all of you, come back at 4:20. Very good. Okay, we are back. Just type 1. Just now, a lot of people also do leads ads. Now, what is this lead ad? Anybody know what do you mean by lead? What do you mean by lead? I heard about leads. How many leads you have? A lead is nothing but potential customers. Okay, they are interested in buying my product, but they have still not purchased my product. So you call them as leads. The other way is it's a process of procuring their contact details like name, email ID, website, something like that. Okay, so that is something called as lead generation. So I won't know how many people have seen my ad, liked my ad, shared my comment. Okay, I will get to know like 500 people have seen my ad, but do I know their name, email ID, or phone number? Will I know it? Will I be able to find out? It is not possible. But if we create a lead form where we ask them their first name, mobile number, email ID, they will definitely put information, right? So that is what we're going to do. How to get the information about the potential customers. We can do it by using something called as lead form. Where is that lead form? Okay, I go back here to my advertisement. I cancel this, close. Okay, and I'll delete it. I don't need it because I just showed it for class purpose. Now I want to create a new campaign. Let's create. Okay, create a new campaign. I am not going for awareness. I'm now going for consideration. Under the consideration, you have the last but one option, which is called as lead generation. What does this means? Collect leads for your business or a brand. Leads, nothing but your contact details of the people. I select and then click on continue. Mostly this lead forms are targeted for the mobile users, not for the desktop users. Desktop also they use it, but very rare I get to see ads related to leads. So I may not be able to show you practically. So, but I'll just show you here during the construction of an advertisement. Campaign name. Okay, so for example, I am looking for multimedia and animations course. Okay, I'll scroll down, click on next. So this time I'm not selling digital marketing, not Tally. This time I'm going to create a multimedia and animation. Lead method, I want a form where people will fill up the form. I scroll down, daily budget, schedule, audience, location, age, placement, they're all same. Nothing to worry about it. Click on next. There you have something called as instant form. Create a form. You click on create a form. It will ask you the form name. The form name is multimedia. Okay. You are looking for more volume people to submit. Yes. Okay. Intro. Use the image from your ad or use to upload an image. I will upload an image. Click on upload. I don't know if I have any images. Yes, multimedia and animation. I have headline, learn and animation, or I can say as master's diploma in multimedia and animation. Okay. Description. Okay, or I'll go for paragraph. What will I write here? I already have a readily available course details. Okay. Topics covered. Okay, that is InDesign, After Effects, Storyboard, Autodesk Maya. All those things are nothing but multimedia. All this. These are all nothing but topics covered. Next question. What is this question? I'll add a question. So here I will type as first name. And short answer. Second name I will put it as mobile number. Third one I will give email ID. Or I can do, there's also something. I will ask them, have you passed 12th class? Okay, I can ask them. So if they answer these questions are related to their eligibility, okay. Do you have any experience in design field? Before filling the form, I can ask them some of the questions. Okay, next. Choose the type of information you need. Yes, I want full name, email ID. I want phone number. And then I want gender. So form is getting created. Then privacy, nothing at this point of time. Completion, headline. Once they fill the form, I will say thank you. Our counselors will get back. You can also visit our website, that is https://www.nicteducation.com. Okay, or I can put link here also. This is how a form is created. When they see an ad, okay, when they click on that, please observe what I'm doing. They will see an image, multimedia and animation. They will see the company name. They will see the headline, and they will see what all topics I will cover. Also in the same file, I have asked them, have you passed 12th class? Do you have experience in design field? After that, they will have an option over here, click on next. When they click on next, you will get this. Put your email ID, full name, phone number, and these things. Once they fill up and click on next, then they will have some privacy policies. And once they click on submit, they will have thank you, our counselors will get back. You can also visit our website, so and so, and they have a button called view website. And this is how the procedure where you will be able to collect the name, email ID and all. Have you anytime done this? Means have you filled up any form, contact number, email for downloading a syllabus or for a demo, anything like that? Have you done these kind of things and you're asked to put your name, email ID? Yeah, Google form is also there, Facebook also is there. So this is how you can attract people in getting the contact details. Don't know if there is anything, any ad like that where they're looking for. So if I click on learn more, it is taking to their website. No, I told you no. Lead ads, sometimes I don't get it in the desktop, but usually I will get it in the mobile phone. But I believe that all of you have some information about how does a lead ad will work. Any doubts so far? I hope you're learning something. But again, just looking at it, you will not be able to master it. You have to practice it. You have to go back, see this video again, and see how to do it. I'm sure you will get stuck somewhere here and there. For that, you have to do it. If you're not doing anything, simply saying yes, 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 there is no point. You have to understand it. Okay. The last thing which I want to explain it to you is something called as A/B testing. What is A/B testing? What is the guarantee my ad will work? Will it be successful or not? What is a guarantee? I have no guarantee. In an ad, say my first ad, I have put a image. I don't know whether people are liking that ad, whether it is reaching to the right people, whether there's a good response. Let me create a second ad. Here I will put a carousel ad. Now I don't know which ad is doing good. First ad is doing good or second ad is doing good. Or I want to advertise only to Bangalore, first ad. Second ad, I want to advertise only to Chennai. Now I don't want to know whether Bangalore people are getting good response or I'm getting Chennai people better response. I don't know. Maybe I want to change the headline one, or maybe I need to change headline two. I need to try out 2-3 different varieties of ad for me to understand which ad will perform. And that is what, my friends, is called as A/B testing. So I test which one will do well. So what happens is, what Facebook will do is, if my budget is 500 rupees, what it will do, it will split that budget into rupees 250 for first ad and remaining 250 for second ad. It will wait for few days and check which ad will perform better. So assume that ad 2 will perform better. So what it does is, it will do testing up to rupees 100. Check which ad is doing good. Then suddenly we know ad 2 is doing good. What happens is, remaining 150 rupees from ad 1 will be added to ad 2, which already has rupees 250. So totally ad 2 will have a budget of rupees 350 because it is performing better. And what happens to ad 1? The budget will become 0 and it will stop because non-performance. So this is what Facebook only will take a call whether ad 1 is doing good or ad 2 is doing good. According to that, it will take a decision. Did you understand what is A/B testing? That is why it's called A/B. A is for ad 1, B is for ad 2. Now you might ask me the next question. So how do you do that in Facebook advertisement? You must have seen when we are creating a Facebook advertisement, there was something called as Facebook ads. So let me show you. Now I am just closing off this lead ad, cancel this button, close. Close. Where is this AB ad? I'll delete it again. Again, create a campaign. I'll just stick to the basic one. Create a new campaign, brand awareness. Click on continue. Everything is same. Okay. Campaign name. Say for example, it is computer training, computer courses. Okay, I'll just put that. Observe this. There's something called as A/B test. Then you go and click on this button, get started. Okay. Continue setting up your control. You can click on next. So A/B test, I have activated it. Then remaining all is same. Is it clear? That's all you have to do. You just activate the ad set. So this is what the concept of A/B testing. So today what all we learned a lot. We learned about what is a traffic. We learned about detail targeting. We learned about format of ads like image, carousel, and video. Learned about lead ads. Learned about what is A/B testing. Okay. So these are the things you should know. Last class we learned about the Facebook ad structure, learned about what is a budget, different types of budget, learned about targeting, different types of targeting, different types of placements, learned about how to create ad, right? All those things which we were able to learn. So this completes the Facebook ad. Next Wednesday is where you'll have a multiple choice question on Facebook ads. Please go through it. All right. Any doubts you have, let me know. Even if so, what CTA means what? CTA. Anybody can answer this?
Call to action.
Very good. Call to action. What do you mean by call to action? Is what is that you want your customers to do when they visit your page? Do you want them to call you, email you, message you, visit your website, download your app? What do you want your customers to do when they visit your business page? That defines as CTA, call to action. Yeah, very good. Shop now. Okay, so that is nothing but a call to action. I'm happy you people are asking doubts. Okay, anything else you want to ask me before you straight away start sitting onto the test on Wednesday? Is it interesting? Are you learning new things? Again, looks like it's finally I saw some two girls, Gayatri, Kirtana. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm getting to see everyone responding. So many things in Facebook, right? We only know Facebook only for few things, but look at it. how much of information from last 4 or 5 classes we are learning about Facebook. I'm sure who have not taken digital marketing, and they will realize how much they are missing in social media. And you people are becoming seriousness on social media, seeing how businesses are handling social media, what all things are available. If as you go on, when definitely when you're looking for an interview for a job, right, all these things you will definitely they'll ask you, and this is a more like hands-on experience. We're going to learn many more things. Only thing is I request you to be regular and keep looking at the recorded videos. Yes. Okay, so uh, that's a nice way to put in. Yes, it's like as though you have no other option, you have to use Facebook for your business. You will reach a point, and because it's so plenty, it's an ocean. Facebook is like an ocean. So thank you so much. We're stopping the class here, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Take care and have a wonderful weekend.